Welcome to all. In this video, we will be seeing about databases. Okay, so what are the databases and what are the types of databases and how to use databases? What are the databases available in this real world? Okay, now there are two types of databases. Okay, we have the two types. So one is called NoSQL, another one is called SQL. So first, what is mean by SQL? So SQL is a structured query language. So this is mean by structuring a language using a query. Okay, that is mean by structured query language. Okay, now we'll be having a databases, right? So whatever the data is coming from the server, we need to store the data into our database using some queries. We need to give the queries to the database, so then only it will be saving the data in the specific collection. Okay, if you have a collection called, that means if you have the collection called users, so whatever the data comes in from the server, it will not saved in the user. It will check for the query, which query is suitable for this correct API. It will be fitted with that API and it will be stored in the uh, specific collection. If you have the collection called orders, so if the user gives the order details, it need to be stored at the order only. It will not store at user. So that's why we have querying the database to store something into it. Okay. So that is mean by structured query language. Then why is mean by NoSQL and SQL. So basically we have the two types of databases, NoSQL and SQL, that is mean by NoSQL and SQL. And the first database is mean by NoSQL. What is mean by NoSQL is actually in the database for the SQL, it will be saved in the format of row by column. Okay, like this. Every data will be saved in the format of row by column. So if I take this as a name column, okay, it will be saved in all the names will be saved here. Okay, if I take it as an age column, all ages will be saved here for the specific user. Okay, all the user details will be in this row. Okay, this is how the SQL works. In NoSQL, all the data will be saved in the format of objects, that is mean by JSON, JavaScript object notation. So what are the types of databases will be available in JSON format means? So there are a bunch of databases available there. So now we will be seeing how the data will be stored. So for the specific user, we will be using a count. That means we will be using the row number to specify the user, right? In JSON format, we'll be using the specification ID by using ID format. We'll be using it in the ID format. That means everything will be in the curly braces. For every user, it has some unique ID. Okay, no equal to, it will be having colon to specify all the format inside the object. So this is mean by object. Inside the object will be in the format of key value pair. Okay, it will have some ID called 23 or 21, anything else. So next we'll be having the name. This is the example of the database. Like this, the data will be saved. If I add an age, so age will be saved here like this. So every data will be saved in the format of object. So this is called NoSQL. Every data will be saved in the format of table. So this is mean by SQL. So which is more faster is SQL is more faster than NoSQL. Okay, this is faster. Okay, and this is faster but not much more faster than the SQL. So big companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon uses SQL for their databases because there are so much of data coming from the user every day. The billions of user data has been coming to the server and it will be saved in the databases. So we need to fastly save the data into the databases, efficiently store the data, right? So that's why we are using SQL. Amazon and Google's Facebook are using SQL for their databases. NoSQL are used by small startups and many companies use like in the Amazon for the specific part they are using NoSQL. So for the branch of any of the like transport communication, so they will be using a NoSQL. So NoSQL, we can use NoSQL because the data retrieval is more faster than the SQL. Okay, we can retrieve more fast than SQL when compared to SQL. Okay, will be retrieving speed will be faster in NoSQL, retrieving speed will be slow in SQL. Okay, and I mean retrieving speed is not an actual word, that means easy to access. Okay, easy to access will be more efficient in NoSQL. So easy to access will not be efficient in SQL. Okay, so what are the languages, that means what are the databases available for NoSQL? So first databases is called MongoDB, and second database is called as DynamoDB. Okay, there are a bunch of databases available in NoSQL. The famous two databases are MongoDB and DynamoDB. In SQL, we have so much of databases like Oracle A. This is A. So we have another database called MySQL, and there will be more bunch of databases. So these are the two famous databases, and we have Postgres SQL too. Okay, these are the types of databases which will be available on internet, so we can use it for the application. Okay, we'll be building up projects in this entire video, so entire session. So we please stay tuned for next video. Thank you for watching this video.